really good today. Yeah, I was thinking we could work on the Lizard Award today.
Oh, I was thinking that would be great.
So, you know the best way to do this award?
By getting a pet lizard?
By getting a pet lizard. Well, the first thing we would need to do before we got a pet lizard is to figure out how to take care of it.
Oh, that's very true.
And you know who would be a really good person to ask about how to take care of a lizard?
No. Who?
Well, I know a veterinarian. Do you know what a veterinarian is?
Oh, that's someone who takes care of animals.
Yeah, it's an animal doctor. And I thought maybe you could go on a field trip and ask her about taking care of lizards.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, and then you can come back and you can tell me all about it.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Bye, Miss Becky. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Mom, I need a ride to the veterinarian's office.
Oh yeah, don't forget that one. And Katie.
Hello, Miss Laurie.
Hello, how are you today?
Good morning. Miss Becky sent me, she said you know a lot about lizards.
Well, I'm a veterinarian, and so I do see some sick lizards in my practice, and so yes, I can talk about lizards this morning.
Oh, yay. So what is someone who studies lizards called?
People who study lizards are called herpetologists, and the study of lizards is called herpetology.
Oh.
Now, do you know what family lizards are in?
I don't.
Are they mammals?
No.
Are they birds?
No.
How about reptiles?
Yes.
Yes, you are smart.
Oh, good.
So lizards are reptiles. Now, we live in Vermont, in northern New England. If you go walking out in these woods, what kind of lizard would you see?
I haven't seen a lot of lizards walking through the woods.
Well, that is sad but true. We only have one lizard in Vermont, and it's called a skink. Not a skunk, but a skink. And I've never seen one either. In fact, they're endangered. So you don't see many of those.
Oh, wow.
Yep, but you know, where do most lizards live if they don't live in Vermont?
Warmer areas?
Yes, actually lizards live everywhere except Antarctica. But mostly they like living in warm places like jungles, Caribbean islands. So if you want to see a lizard, where do you have to go?
Warm places.
How about a pet store?
Oh, yeah, that might work too. Or a zoo?
Or a zoo.
Oh.
Right.
Is that because they're cold-blooded?
Cold-blooded, yeah. Ectotherm is a better word. Do you know what cold-blooded means? Because they don't have cold blood. But ectotherm means that they become the temperature of their environment.
Oh.
So if they live in Vermont in the winter, they would get cold
very
and freeze.
cold.
Right.
Oh, no. They
So-
probably don't have antifreeze in their blood.
Not like frogs.
No.
Yeah. How about salamanders? Do you think salamanders are lizards?
No.
Because there's lots of salamanders.
We have
in
lots of
this farm.
salamanders and newts. I like finding those.
Yeah, those are called amphibians. We're not talking about those today.
Not today.
No, okay.
But they're fun to talk about.
So let's talk about, if you go to a pet store, what kind of lizard do you think you're going to find?
Oh, man. I think I've heard of a bearded dragon.
Oh, very good. Bearded dragon. How about anoles? Have you ever heard of anoles?
No.
Those are very common. They're really cute. They're about this long and they're bright green. They have really pretty colors. How about geckos? Have you ever heard of a gecko?
Yes, I have heard of a gecko.
Yes, geckos are common pets because they're a little bit tame, but all lizards are not very tame. You know, why do you think people would want a lizard for a pet?
Because they're green. I like the color green.
Oh, well, that would be an excellent reason. They are beautiful. That's part of being beautiful. Lizards are beautiful, but are they kind of soft and cuddly, and would they sleep with you on your bed?
No?
No, but they're beautiful. And what about people who are allergic to dogs and cats?
Oh, maybe they can have a lizard.
Exactly, they can have a lizard.
Because
Yeah,
lizards don't have fur.
right. And you know the other thing people like about lizards?
They eat lettuce?
Maybe. It's because they're kind of unique. You know, if you go to school and say, I have a lizard for a pet, everyone's going to say, what? What? Where? Huh? What? Right?
That's probably true.
So people sometimes just like things that are different. So lizards are a different kind of pet. So the other kind of lizard in a pet store would be an iguana. Ever heard of an iguana?
Oh, yes, an iguana.
Yeah. So iguanas, geckos, anoles, bearded dragons, those are the common ones that kept our pet. Let's talk about what they would. Oh my!
Hi, Katie. Who's your friend?
Hi, George. This is Miss Laurie. We're talking about lizards.
Ooh, yeah. Lily sent me over and said that you guys were talking about lizards, so I thought I'd come and say hello.
Well,
Oh,
hello,
wow.
and you
Hi,
are
thanks
green.
for coming.
That is a green lizard.
So I understand that you're learning about how to take care of lizards.
Yeah.
Do lizards are lizards kind of like monsters too?
How about a Gila monster? Have you ever heard of anyone
Ooh.
having that pet for a lizard pet?
No,
that
that
sounds
sounds like
neat.
fun, though.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Gila monsters are venomous. They're poisonous.
Oh, that doesn't sound so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah, no, let's not have any Gila monster
No.
pets.
This monster here isn't that dangerous.
No. And in fact, Gila monsters only live, like, I don't know, Arizona, Texas, Mexico. So
Ooh.
we don't have to worry about those in Vermont.
Oh,
good.
very cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye,
Bye,
Katie.
George.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Miss Laurie.
Thank you. So what would he eat?
Fruits and vegetables?
Well, if you're an iguanas are
Oh.
herbivores. Do
Oh,
you know what
okay.
an herbivore is?
They don't eat meat.
Right, they eat plants. So iguanas mostly eat plants, like leafy greens. So if you had an iguana, you would feed it kale, cabbage, carrots, vegetables. When I had my iguana, whose name was Tyrone, and he got to be about this big, so don't get an
Oh,
iguana for
wow,
a pet, 'cause
that's
they
big.
grow fast, and they need a big terrarium kind of cage. But they're vegetarians. Now, say if you got an anole or a gecko, what would they eat? And don't say vegetables.
I don't know.
Mealworms,
Oh.
crickets.
Oh, wow.
So would you like to have to go out and catch a cricket every day to feed your pet?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
But in my old house, we had lots of crickets, so maybe I could just let him loose and he could catch the crickets.
and then what do you think would happen if you let him loose in your house?
Maybe I wouldn't find him again. That sounds like a bad idea. Don't do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea because they are good hiders and you would never see him again. But the pet store actually sells crickets. But, you know, then you have to keep a little tank to keep crickets. And then, you know, crickets are kind of cute. And then you have to feed your cute little cricket to these lizards. So, I don't know.
That sounds like a disaster.
It does, doesn't
I
it?
don't think that's going to be a pet my mom will let me have anytime soon.
Right. And you
Nope.
know, the other thing, since lizards like it warm, if you have a lizard in a little tank, they have to have a heat lamp because they have to bask. And you know what temperature they like to be at when they're sunbathing?
85 and sunny?
Wow, you are smart.
Well, I figure that's where I like to be, so
Very good.
it was just a
So,
guess.
yes. And they have to bask to heat their body up because to digest their food, their intestinal tract has to get warm.
Oh, wow.
If they're too
I didn't
cold,
know that.
they can't process their food. Yep. And then the other thing lizards need is an ultraviolet light. Because if you think if they live in the jungle or a Caribbean island, they get sunshine 12 hours
Lots
a day,
of sunshine,
right?
yeah.
So you have to have a lamp that gives special sunlight lamps
So you have to have a heat lamp and a sun lamp.
and a sun lamp.
Any other
Right.
lamps they need?
Nope, that's
oh,
it.
okay.
But, you know, they like it warm, they like it humid, so they need a nice bowl of water, or you have to squirt them with a misting bottle because they like it humid.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, There's one other problem with keeping lizards as a pet. They carry a certain bacteria. Do you know what that's called?
No.
Salmonella.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Yes, salmonella. So after you play with your pet lizard, you
You
really
always
have
have to wash
your
your
hands. We've heard a lot
hands.
about that lately.
Wash your
right?
hands. Yes.
Yes. And turtles too. Turtles carry salmonella too.
Oh, wow.
So let's see. What do we still need to talk about? We talked about the poisonous ones that we're not going to keep as pets. We talked about why people like to keep pet lizards. What to feed them. How long do lizards live?
Oh, I bet it depends on the lizard. I think that was a good answer.
A very smart answer. And yes, it does. But if you want a lizard for a pet, you better be ready to take care of it for 5 to 10 years, because they can live quite a long
Wow,
time.
I didn't know that.
Right. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Do you have any other questions about lizards? Are they messy? Do they poop?
I bet they do poop.
Yep. Everything does, right?
I think you have to really take care of the cage,
That's
otherwise
right.
it's gonna smell.
That's right. Reptile poop is kind of smelly, so you do have to keep the cage really clean.
How often do you have to clean it?
Depends on how small your cage is and how big your lizard is, right?
Oh.
But you know, every 2 or 3 days.
Oh. How often do they eat?
Every day,
Every
twice
day.
a day. Yep.
They're not like snakes where you feed them once a week?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, they like to eat frequently because they tend to be smaller and their metabolism is fast, so they have to eat frequently.
Oh, wow.
Do they hibernate?
I'm gonna go with no.
Right, because they live places where it's warm.
Yeah. No
So-
need to hibernate if it's always warm and sunny.
Right, right. Okay, any other questions?
That's probably why they don't live up here.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have any more questions.
Do you think lizards are mentioned in the Bible? Do you have any lizard stories from the Bible?
Oh, I think they are. Hold on, let me look. In Leviticus 11, 29 and 30, it says, many animals move along the ground. Here are the ones that are unclean for you. They include weasels, rats, and all kinds of large lizards. They also include geckos, monitor lizards, wall lizards, skinks, and chameleons.
Whoa, so we're not going to eat
Don't eat your
lizards.
lizard.
They're unclean meat. God says they're not healthy to eat. And I think that is really wise advice, right?
I think so. I think the kids are also supposed to paint a lizard rock. Miss Becky said we had to get a rock and then paint a lizard on it. I think that sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun because they can have spots on them. They can be beautiful green. They can have orange necks.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about?
What?
If you
What?
grab a lizard by the tail and he's scared and wants to escape?
What happens?
He will drop his tail.
What?
That means his tail will fall right off and you're left
You're
with
stuck holding a tail
tail.
and the lizard's running away.
and the lizard's run away. But he lives, you know, and he eventually grows his tail back.
Wow.
But that's an escape mechanism they have to get away from enemies. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
I wish I could do that.
I know.
Just drop an arm and grow it back.
But you know why God didn't make you that way?
Why?
Because you're supposed to be smart enough to protect your arms and legs.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, so you make good decisions. Lizards, their brain isn't quite as developed as
Maybe
yours.
not so much.
Right, right.
We had a cat. His name was Smokey, and he used to catch lizards and bring them into the house.
Oh, where did you live?
That was when we were in California.
Oh, yeah. It's fun to live somewhere where lizards are crawling around your house, don't you think?
They would jump on me, and I would scream, ah, and run around, and then we would catch them and put them back outside.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't eat them.
No.
All
I
right.
did not want to eat the lizard. All right, should we go work on our craft?
That sounds
Will
like
you help
fun.
me?
I would love to see your rocks, yes.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's say goodbye. Bye!